Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Precious K right here. If you're seeing this face for the first time, you're absolutely welcome to this channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always stopping by. You guys are the absolute best. Please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and comment on every video you watch, because when you comment, then I know you are watching the videos and you're enjoying the content. Happy new month actually to you all, my amazing people. Happy new month. God has been so faithful from January up until now. We have good health, we're alive, and we have good health. Lord, thank you. We can't even take that for granted. God, thank you so much for our families and all that. And to you amazing people, thank you for always supporting. Thank you for watching my videos. Please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to this channel. I wanted to talk to you guys about marriage per usual. So I saw a post on IG the other day. Someone was saying something like, when is the right time to get married? Is there any definite age or time limit for someone to get married? So I saw that post. I didn't comment anyways, but I just saved it. I was like, I'm going to talk to you guys about it. So in your own opinion, do you think there's a specific time a man or a woman should be married as per our African culture, or whatever is expected in Africa? Not even in Africa, generally. Anyways, let me tell you guys what I think about it. There's no age limit to there's no definite time as to when someone is meant to get married. I mean, to each their own. Everybody's path is different, everybody's destiny is different. So having said that, I feel like what African parents would love is for you to go to school, graduate, probably get your master's done, do your NYSC. I don't know if that works in your country. NYSC is like a year where you have to serve your country. But yeah, African parents expect you to go to school, do your masters if possible, go for your NYSC, get married, get a job, then have kids. I think that's the sequence. Or maybe get married, have children, then get a job later. I think that's the sequence that African parents expect each and every of their children to go through. That is a beautiful plan. I like that. That's how it worked for me. I actually finished school, did everything about school, and then got married. I got married and then had my children, and now I'm doing my business. So there's nothing wrong with that, but as beautiful as that sounds, it doesn't work for everybody that way. There's no age limit to when anybody can get married. Anytime you feel up to it, because marriage is all about understanding and maturity as well. You can find a 20-year-old girl, she's more mature than a 40-year-old lady. Do you understand? So it doesn't, there's some men as well, some guys, you see them at 28, they are ready. And when they say they are ready, they mean they are ready. Like mentally ready, they are prepared, they have what it takes to actually sustain a home. So I don't think there's an age limit to where you should get married, or once you get to 19, or once you get to 18 or 20. I don't think it should be so. Having said that, I also don't support like those underage marriages, 12 years, 13, 14. Oh man, that's too much. I don't think anybody should indulge in that. Marriage comes with its own challenges. It comes with its own challenges. That's a fact, that's for sure. So if you're experiencing hard times in your marriage or whatever, it's probably not because you got married early or you got married late. That's not the reason why. It's lack of understanding from the two people, from the man and the woman. Because I feel like every issue that arises in marriage, every issue, like when I say every issue that arises in marriage has to do with wisdom. You guys don't have enough knowledge to deal with that situation, because if you had enough knowledge to deal with that situation, then it won't escalate to the point of separation and divorce, and as the case may be. Now, I'm not talking about people that experience domestic violence. No, that's unacceptable. That's different. If your spouse is the type that beats and abuses emotionally, physically, and all that, no, I don't think that's tolerable. That's different. But I'm talking about regular challenges, regular issues in marriage. If it starts escalating, both of you don't have enough wisdom and enough knowledge to deal with that particular situation. Because believe it or not, there's somebody somewhere out there that's gone through similar challenge that you're going through. Like, there's nothing new under the sun. There's somebody out there that's experienced that kind of thing and was able to manage it better. So that's why I always say, before you even get married, foundation matters a lot. you should have your foundation in God. Like, God should be the anchor of your relationship, of your marriage, because that will help both of you in times of difficulty. When you're not communicating properly, when both of you are not understanding each other properly, you know, there's something missing. There's something missing. And then when the God factor is there, you find out that even with those challenges, you can handle them better just because there's a God factor. And also, I always say this: does your spouse have a mentor, someone he or she looks up to? Because sometimes, I'm not even talking about parents, sometimes your parents may not be able to mediate between the two people. Sorry, I digress now. Sometimes your parents might not be able to mediate between the both of you, the husband and the wife. There's always one person that if you say, oh, I'm going to talk to this person about it, that solves it. Like, third parties are not good in marriages. Sometimes it depends on who the third party is, but if possible, if your husband or your wife has someone they look up to and they revere and they listen to, that goes a long way in mending the issues in the marriage. It could be a pastor, it could be a therapist, it could be a counselor, it could be like just a senior man in the society that your spouse just respects. I don't know how to put it, but I hope you guys get what I'm saying. It goes a long way in helping to curtail the issues in marriage without it escalating. Like I said before, every problem or every challenge in any marriage is wisdom problem. Yeah, but yeah, there's no mixing words in it. If you're having issues with your spouse, both of you are not, somebody is lacking wisdom somewhere. You don't have enough knowledge, because you should know your spouse. You know what triggers your spouse. You know what gets on your spouse's nerves. Wisdom only tells you to avoid those things, right? If you have issues, sit down and talk about it. In a case where both parties or one person doesn't want to sit down to talk about the issue, then that's where what I just said, the other person comes in, the third party, maybe a counselor or a pastor or a therapist or something, then comes in and mediates. Because the important thing is for both of you to sit down and then analyze the issue. Like, why are we fighting? What's going on? How can we move forward? And that solves it. So there's no right time for you to get married. Everybody hopes and I pray that things are done sequentially for like people around me. You go to school, you graduate, you do your masters, probably do your whatever, get married, find love. That's what I pray for. I like that sequence. Go to school, graduate, get married, have your kids as fast as possible, early enough, and then you have your life back. Then you can start working or do your business or however you deem fit. I like that route. But then if it works for you the other way, like you go to school, not the other way, if it works for you like you go to school, you get a job and love is not coming, then get a job, then do your job. That's fine. There's nothing wrong in it. There's no perfect, there's no correct or wrong time. Who set the time anyways? Who set the time? Like, we're just the ones that set. How do we know that that's the right thing to do? How do we know that that's the right timing? Like, when people say, oh, this is the right timing, how do you even know? You're not God. Do you understand? It just works for everybody differently. So whatever works for you, go ahead and do it. If you find love right after school, then go for it. If you're not ready mentally, then don't do it. Like, as well, having kids as well, people say, oh, once you get married, go in, have kids, blah blah blah. It's not that easy. You have to be mentally prepared, because children are a handful, but that's story for another day. But yeah, so you have to be mentally prepared for whatever it is that you're going for. Marriage, your job, your school, your children, whatever it is, you need to be mentally there, mentally ready to deal with the issues, the situations, the challenges, because marriage is going to test your patience. I'm not kidding you. It's going to test your patience. It's going to test your wisdom. It's going to test your compassion. It's going to test you ask yourself a lot of questions like, oh my God, did I just act this way? I'm not this person. Why was I so angry? That's what marriage does to you. Because imagine two imperfect people coming together to live under the same roof. oh my god, it's gonna be boom boom boom. You understand? In the first few years, but then things begin to settle down, things begin to adjust itself. You begin to understand the person better, you begin to accommodate, you begin to adapt to, I'm not talking about suffering like abuse, beating, this, that. No, I'm talking about normal relationship here. Please, if you're experiencing extreme violence and all that, seek help, speak up, don't stay there and just keep mute. But I'm talking about like regular normal challenges that people face in their marriage. And I say regular challenges because it's bound to happen. Just imagine your spouse, your brothers and your sisters, you disagree with them at the slightest opportunity. You guys scream at each other, probably don't speak to each other for a few days, few weeks. Then can you imagine someone born from a different family, a different mindset, different upbringing, different background, coming together with you, that you also have a different belief, different background, different setup? Obviously both of you are going to be on each other's neck, and I'm gonna be on each other's neck. That's fine. That doesn't make it a bad marriage. It doesn't make it a bad marriage. You just need to sit down, adjust, understand some things about the person, and then you move on. Yeah, you guys will have your issues, you talk about it, forgive, come out stronger, and you move. That's it. That's what I feel marriage is all about. So when people tell me, they experience this in their marriage, I'm just looking like, sister, calm down, you're exaggerating. I know it's hard, but I mean, it's not a big deal the way some people make it seem. Anyways, but yeah, that's my 2 cents. I feel like there's no perfect timing to get married. Once you feel up to it and you're of age, at least from 21, 22 and thereabouts, yeah, you can, of course, if you're mentally ready, if you're mature enough to handle the issues and the challenges and the situations, you're willing to submit, you're willing to accommodate, you're willing to communicate, you're willing to adapt, you're willing to adjust, you're willing to give up your it's not about you now, it's not me, it's now us, we. How are we going to do this? How are, think about everybody, your spouse, your children, your in-laws. You have to put a lot of things into perspective before you take a decision. Once you ask yourself those questions and you feel you're mentally ready, you're there, you're financially ready for men, you're financially ready for women, you're mentally prepared for it, then of course go for it. If you find love, go for it. I'll always advise, go for it. If you find love, go for it. Don't keep love waiting. Go for it. If you find love and the person is willing to go the extra mile for you, of course, do it. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please make sure you like, you comment, you share, and you subscribe to this channel. And let me know your thoughts. Are you in a dilemma? Do you feel some sort of way? Are you in a situation? Let me know what you think. You can send me a private message. You can also comment on this post, and I'm happy to answer your questions if I have answers to it. Anyways, that's it for now. Make sure you like, you comment, you share, you subscribe to this channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.